Hey, look at that. We got one in here. What's up, Mr. Wilson? You feeling better, brother? I'm going to have to move my camera around a little bit so you guys can see what the hell's going on. I'll also have to get my fucking coffee, too. All right, so we're doing the Aztec Fire Bowl and a lid today. As soon as I get some folks in here. Oh, God. Sound like a rather large-ass dog. Dingo ate my baby kind of shit. What's up, Jesse? How's it going, man? Hope Dave don't think I was being an asshole when I said that. I won't walk on another person's time, especially if they're in the group. I want him to get as much as exposure as he can, you know what I mean? So, Dave, if you're listening, I didn't mean any offense by that, buddy. If it was some other people, I would for sure as hell go live right in the middle of their stream. All right, got 5 in here. Holy hell, building up. Look at us go. Where do I put my coffee? So, today we're going to turn the Aztec Fire Bowl, Purple Heart, Osage Orange Maple Walnut, and I've also got a lid made for it out of just basic Bird's Eye Maple. It's a Purple Heart. So, this one ought to be pretty good. Ought to make our butthole jump a little bit. See how it goes. What's up, Chase? My apron on. Get on with the fuckery. What's going on in here? Pickle Rick, love the name, bro. Rick and Morty's my favorite shit. Episode 3, season 3, Pickle Rick. All right, so we're doing this today. Aztec Fire Bowl. I got a lid made for it. All that cool stuff. Try to get it done about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and maybe another little piece of turning, but I think it'll be pretty cool. What's up, big dog? So I'm going to bring you guys in here. I'm going to turn the speed on this heifer down a little bit. We're still on the faster setting. I can work with that. To really work with it. I cleaned my shop after the live last night. I don't know where my shit was. Alright. Get my hood on. Good to go. Do I ship to Italy? Yes, I have shipped international before. Camber, I'll go ahead and say this shit on the live. I wasn't being a dick earlier when I said that, dude. I just realized it was kind of dickish after you read it. No, if you guys are in here, you know what the Sawdust Mafia is. I won't walk on another member's stream. I'm sure they wouldn't do the same for me. There is some people that, you know, like, if you're going and I'm going to go live, I'm going to go. But no, I won't walk on another member's live. That's exactly what I meant. So I just want to say that in front of God and the internet and everybody else. Let's get back to Bolt. There we go. Way better. A little bit of wobble, not much. I can straighten that out in the turn. Make sure you guys are centered up. Get back to this shit. Still got a little bit more to go to get around. And I don't want to venture into this too much until we're up there. Where's my, I know where it's at. It's buried under all this shit. Oh, there you are, you fucking heifer. Much better. All right, cool. So we got this fairly round. We'll start easing our way into this, and this is where shit gets stupid. Make sure that's not going to be in the way. Oh yeah, still got a lot of bounce in it. Alright, now it's starting to shape a little bit. You can see the flames. This will be pretty cool. I want to round off the bottom, slightly roll in the top. Not a hollow form by any means. But I think we can do something cool with it. Trying not to lose my bead. Still got some more spots we need to hit round. Mainly these two three right here. One's got a little bit of a flat in it, but shouldn't be no problem. Looks like I'm fucking covered in turmeric and curry and shit. A little bit of a flat spot. A whole lot of flat spot there. Alright, let's get back at it. Alright, that's round. Right got my little girl here. Turn this just a little bit so I can work on this back corner. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to shore off the bottom of this, make sure it's flat, which I can obviously tell it's not. I got like a 1/4 inch of deviation. Which I don't think I can fix with this. Yeah, this might have just ruined the whole shebang. I don't know. Alright. we're still going to make it pretty. So hold on. Oh, all right. Shore up the bottom side of this, so we'll have the safety of a tenon. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on them. I was talking to Chase about it last night. I'll at least do a live on them, but I'd like to make a video on how to put them together and everything, and dumb it down for like people like me, where you don't need to know all the crazy math and all that stuff like that. Just make it enjoyable to build one. Okay. I want this to be round, but I also want it to have a foot on it. I don't put feet on the bottom of my bowls 90% of the time, but I think this one kind of would look cool if it did. So we're going to make a rim on the outside of it for the foot, and then closer to the tailstock and the quill in here, we'll cut our mortise. That's not my lathe flying apart. That's literally just all the crap I got on top here. We'll take our scraper and we're going to work on the outside of that rim just a little bit on that foot. That's the foot we're going to leave on it. I don't want to over-pronunciate the foot and take from everything that's going on up here. But it'll give it a nice little standoff, and it'll let this round this just a little bit more. Go ahead and cut our tenon in there. Mortise, whatever. Okay. Clean all this up, but I'll feel a lot more comfortable whenever I get this grenade mounted up in the chuck jaws. So we can either close in on the tenon like that, reshape this to perfectly round if the outside mortise fails. Okay, we got our foot. We're going to round this off. We're going to bring the top in a little bit more. I've still got about 3/4 of an inch of maple up here on the top that I can play with. I don't want to round it off completely, but I want to curve it in a little bit. The way the bowl's got a little bit more going on than just some straight walls. Thank you. And all the wood for this project was provided by Brad at Gotwood LLC. If you guys haven't, please go check his channel out. Please check out the other channels on here. Great group of returners and everything like that. Please like, subscribe. Consider becoming a member. You know, it's pretty cool. Being in the $1 member group gets you in the monthly giveaway. Only thing you gotta do is just be present. And I think after talking with Chase and hearing a few guys on here talking, I think that my members only content is I'm gonna start doing like stuff like glue up tutorials for basic glue ups and stuff like that for segment and stuff, and just kind of stuff that we can all learn together on. If you look at this, there's a couple gaps in it. It's not perfect, won't be perfect till I go in and I backfill it a little bit with some sawdust and some glue. But there's some guys out there who are really good at it. I'm just now kind of getting into it. I don't think I'm doing that bad for a starter. Alright, so here's my round. Volume down, speed down, volume down. Oh yeah, she wobbling a little bit. We gotta correct that shit. The wobble's not so much back here in the solid piece. It's up here in the segmented section, which is, I'm not going to say it's normal, but it's pretty common. for it. I found out. Alright. We'll round off this edge, bring this one in a little bit. We're good to go. Turn my speed up. Cool. Modified skew for a scraper. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Is it perfect? No. Is it pretty as shit? Yeah, pretty. Alright, so we got to round this off a little bit. We actually got to shape the whole inside of this thing. Bring it all down here where you can see it actually from a profile. There we go. What's up? So should we do a little bit more canting on the top of this to bring it in? I got a little bit of room to play with in here. No, I don't have a negative rake yet, man. I'm working on it. I got to get Christmas and all this stuff out of the way before I start rolling in, trying to rake in some new stuff. But curve this in a little bit right here. How much for the button? Man, I don't even know. I haven't even pressed it yet. I haven't even done with it. We don't know if it's going to explode yet, bro. Yeah, this is a, I don't know if you guys can see it yet. This is it's actually a Windsor. It's a Harbor Freight skew, one of the smaller ones. And on the back side of it, I put more of a, it's a 30-degree rolled angle and sharpened it. That way I can still use one side of it for a skew, but the other side I can use for a negative rake because of the geometry of the blade. No jewels for me. Oh, cool. All right, so got to roll this over on the inside a little bit, shape this out. Before I start sculpting the outside anymore, this is something I normally don't do. I've got a hangover on the inside of this, about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in some areas. I want to round that out to where it's flush with the maple so I don't make the top wall too thin. So, is this for the members bowl today? I don't know. We are doing the members bowl today, aren't we? Fuck yeah, we're doing the members bowl today. I don't care. Maybe. Time of lots. Alright. So, I'm going to slide this heifer in here a little bit. Actually, I'm going to run this tailstock out as far as I can get it. Just create some distance in between this and give me a little bit more of a working area. All right. We're going to set that up right about there. We're going to shape off the inside of this lip where y'all can see what the hell's going on. That should put me into the whitewood. Almost right into the whitewood. Yeah, do a little bit more shaping in there. And we start working on the walls. Once I get this here. Alright. This is going to be a thin walled bolt, which is, I'm assuming, what we want. Alright. Bring this back through here. There we go. Get out of there, Billy. Alright. So it's going to be a pretty thin walled bowl. I'll back this out of here. And then we're going to start working on the inside of this. Only thing with a thin walled bowl like this is too much vibration on the outside will cause that to crack. And that's already segmented, so we don't want to get stupid in here. Clean some of this nonsense off here. Why the fuck do I keep doing that when I can reach underneath this thing? There we go. All right, y'all, forgive me for a second here. We'll clean some of this up. Dude, hell yeah. Hell of a place to go live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'll do it later. Alright. So, we're going to start shaping on the inside of this. I don't want to get too crazy with it. So we're not going to fly in here like gangbusters and just start gouging the shit out of it. Ow. Okay, now we're going to start flipping it in reverse. I want to work over on this side over here because I can see it better. A lot of people say that this isn't the reason for a reverse function on a lathe. I never talked to the guy that really figured it out, but kind of figure there's got to be more to it than just sanding, you know. I mean, I could totally be wrong on this. Probably am. Typical whack and check fashion. Do as I say, not as I do. You got a dust. Yeah, I got a dust collection system. I just noisier and I'll get out, dude. All right, we're in reverse. Turn the speed down. Get a little bit of love going over here first. Still got some rounding to do, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually kind of digging this this design on here. The purple and the yellow is working out pretty cool. See where we're at on the inside of here. We are super ass thin is where we are, but we can go a little bit thinner. Not a whole lot thinner, but a little thinner. Wee bit more. I got a couple of these the joints in between the segments that aren't exactly where I want them. So we're going to make that happen. We're going to sculpt the bottom, make a lid. We're going to finish this pretty son bitch after some sanding. You're afraid to use the reverse ever since you spun the lathe? It came off on you? Yeah. Thank you, Soldier Farms. Yeah, I've never really got to use Purple Heart in anything cool. I've always had like kind of an uphill battle with Purple Heart. I'm really digging this in here. I've also got some of this Paduke that is just bright ass red, and I got some Bloodwood. I'm thinking about doing another one of these just like this, and doing a members live or members only video that goes through the details of gluing it up and everything like that, and then giving that bowl away to one of the members. But we've also still got a lid for this. What's up, BW? How's it going, man? This is my Aztec Fireball. Osage segmented Purple Heart sections with maple, some maple in here, and some walnut for the rim. Did you use it? Soldier Farms, did you get some wood? Check out my sponsors, man, please. Got Wood LLC, also known as turnandblanks.net. Brad will hook you up. Use the code WHACKER. My badass moderators down there helping me out. Let's get back into it here. We will have to come in and cut a straight edge on the inside of this for the lid to actually intersect and make the socket. So we'll get to that when we get to it. That Argentine Osage is absolutely beautiful. But now that we're down here into the yellow and I can gauge what I'm working on, we're gonna stop living life all recklessly, flip our tool stock back around. Start working on the inside of this again from this side. I need to edit, so I'm going to watch on TV. Cool. I'm missing something here. Only with wood mix. Alright. Put this back in drive. Lower my rest down a little bit. I see that my tool's exactly nowhere near center. Ow. Okay. Doesn't sound like a bad swap up, Ben. Now, I normally wouldn't do this, but I do plan on putting my my coin in the bottom of this bowl. So we are going to have to do something. All these super good guys in here that know exactly what they're doing, unlike me, they're probably going to rip my ass a little bit, but I've been knocked out before. I woke up refreshed and shit. Move some of these out of the way. I want to put my coin in the bottom of this. We still got that nub on the bottom. So right now, turn this off, flip it over, mount our chuck jaws up on the inside of this mortise I just made in here, fix that nub on the bottom before I forget about it. Becomes a pain in the ass later. And insert said coin into the bottom. Turn the speed down. Oh, we're still good. Hell yeah. Do. I'll use this one. Makeshift scraper. This up just a little bit. Make some more of these coins. Found this channel right on time. I was going to wood lathe. Oh, dude, get you a wood lathe. Consider liking and subscribing, dude. We do this every Sunday. It's called Sunday Spunday. If you're new to it, we are what you would call an international community of pretty good dudes. We're all about helping each other out and shit. You got guys from over in like Highlander country and Denmark, Danish. I'm pretty sure BW's Danish. Not insulting you. Bunch of Americans, couple Canadians. I think we even got a couple Mexicans in here. So, like real Mexicans, like Mexican nationals. So, yeah, check it out, man. Good group of people. As long as you can take a joke and not be an asshole, you're in good company, bro. Knock that center down just a little bit. The definition. Yeah, okay, whatever Ben just said, but yeah, dude's badass turner. Coming me sideways with that shit. Actually, Ben is a hell of a good dude. He kind of, between him and Michael Wilson, he introduced the Sawdust Mafia to a whole new demographic of people, man. Like, you'd think that YouTube would do that on its own, but no, we got Ben and Mike. They just running shit over there like some overseas branch of fuckery. All right, cool. Glue that in there. Ah, fuck me, damn it. BW loves red too. I understand that. We are not going to sand inside this because that's where my jaws hook up. We are going to sand right here on this edge, though. There'd be one day that I didn't come out here and bath myself down with some fucking glue. It'd be great. Get that line out of there. Don't need no lines like that. I told the Scottish dude, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Michael Wilson's a badass brother, dude. I met him through Ryan. And since the day we met, me and that dude was thick as thieves. I mean, we're talking about sending emails and messages international like we're having some heated internet affair. Like he wants to have a big bearded ponytailed man's baby or something. Michael Wilson's my dude. All right. Coin set in here. It was a little bit of a detour, but you know, gotta make it look pretty, right? Which I might say, some is coming along real nice, like. Open up the door. The one you have is missing. You have a whole homemade crockery set in your kitchen. Dude, my wife has so many bowls in my kitchen, and it's not like, ooh, I love that, but I take them inside if I turn them that way, because I live in Southern Ohio and the temperature changes like a crazy woman. It's hormones. But my wife, like, some of them she keeps, and some of them she's like not real fond of. Like my Americana segment and stuff like this, there's a good chance that like some of it will end up getting kept. But some of my crazy shit, like that flaming box elder, you gotta be a certain demographic of people to be like into that. I don't know. Well, this gets like 6 or 8 across. Harbor Freight. Yeah, check out the Harbor Freight tools, man. Their chucks and their Jacob's chuck is the shit. Some coffee in me real quick. This does have a couple gaps in the segmenting, like I was talking about earlier. I am going to backfill that with black, because this has actually turned out way cooler than I thought it was going to. The Purple Heart, the Aztec Fire pattern, I'm really digging that. I'm wanting to see what this is going to look like when we get some of this this shine juice on it. because Osage orange is one of my favorite woods, and that Purple Heart is complementing it really well. I didn't think the walnut rim was going to, but man, I was wrong. All right, let's get back into the full-scale fuckery here. I'm trying to make the inside of this pretty. Lower my tool rest down a little bit. Black filling should look very nice. I think it'll look pretty cool in there. If y'all have it, please like, subscribe, man. I do this stuff every Sunday, sometimes throughout the week. Consider becoming a member. It's $1. Get you into a monthly giveaway. Also, check out the other channels in here. There's some badass turners in here. And just a genuinely good group of people. I'm known for more of my sketchy stuff. I know we're not to the bottom yet. Oh no, we got like a good ½ inch left before we get down in the bottom. Cheap practice. I always started off with poplar, man. I had the ability to get a whole bunch of poplar, and to this day, I still love working with poplar. All right, so I got a little bit of a ledge around the inside of here, and I'm going to flip this back around, work the lathe in reverse, just so I can get an exact eye on what the hell is going on over here. Got about another ½ inch to a 3/4 inch to drop this in. And I think because of the theme of the Aztec and everything like that, right here in the bottom of it, we're going to put a little flourish, or maybe on the inside of the cap, maybe both, I don't know, but I just want to do this right. Put her in reverse. Suck her back, Terry. She's pulling mud. I don't necessarily like working off that angle, but so we're at now. Most wood are good. Turn, just need a sharp. Yeah. See, I turned pine in a video, or it was actually a live, because a bunch of people just told me it couldn't be done. It's not that it can't be done, it's just not a desirable wood to turn. That could have been bad. Alright. Did we get it rounded off on the inside there, though? That is the question. We did. Cool. Now we can put this back over in here. Take care of the bottom of the bowl like we was wanting to. Put her in dry, Bobby. Oh, damn, about spilled my coffee. Damn it! Fuck! That was me. I'm a dumbass. I just blew the whole side of that out. God! Today on the Whacking Shack, we'll be making a fucking Osage Orange Bowl. God damn it! Yep, cool. Fucking plan B. On things not to do. Reverse. No, I'm not in reverse. And it looks like Mr. Whacking Shack show. What? Oh man, I cannot believe that fucking blew up like that. And I'd like to apologize to y'all because of the fucking crash out that just came out of me. Okay, let's check the chuck. And then we're gonna hollow out this nice Osage orange bowl that we've got here. And we might make a lid for it. Motherfucker. God. You know what they say? What don't make you what kills don't kill you makes you stronger. Damn it. Ooh, big old bowl of failure. See what we can salvage from it. I've already got my coin in the bottom of this. God damn. fine Osage orange bowl. But if you guys are still in here, that's the nature of the beast, man. Sometimes you have a banger, sometimes it bangs you. I could think of probably about 15 different things that I've done wrong there in a series that led to that bowl exploding like that. And it wasn't because it was cracked cedar that I strapped up to the damn thing or nothing like that, but one, I had my walls too thin and my base too thick. It could have caused some kind of vibration in there. Had a catch right before it because I was getting careless with my carbides. I was getting a little too confident. Caught that on the edge. Also some dumb shit. Probably shouldn't do it. Then at the end I kind of crashed out. Probably should have acted like a child, but I did. So now we're trying to save face, save some wood. Maybe do something cool with this chunk of shit. Which is not really a chunk of shit, it's really some beautiful wood. But it don't have the damn fire and everything in it like the other one did. Alright. Still got my lid over here. Still got this. We're not going to give up. I don't even know if this will work or not. We're going to give it a shot. You got to look at the bright side of things. Probably get a cool video out of there. Jeff, if you thought you had a blow up the other day, bud, you definitely want to play this video back. Old Dad's about, let's use this piece of fucking walnut here to burn these lines in. Why not? No, it's not real leather, man. Sure be cool if it was. Come on. There we go. There we go. Textured. I cannot believe that blew up like that. Damn it! Okay, that's textured. Put some oil on this bitch. What's up, Steve Mason? How's it going, man? Welcome. Consider liking and subscribing. Check out the other channels in here. Like I was talking about earlier for Catastrophe Hit. Good group of dudes. Let's see what we got here. There, all those are filled in. Set this off the side for a minute. Think about life decisions and where I might have went. God, man, that is horrible. Fucking horrible. Okay. Shit just exploded, Bobby. What's up, Joseph? Joseph out there doing badass moderator stuff, spamming people's links. Put the helmet on. Try not to explode this. So, seems how plans have already went 7 ways from Sunday. Let's just make the best of what we got here. Right? That's what we do. Come over here and do what I do best. Do some sketchy shit on the back side of this. See where we're at on here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna curve up the outside edge of it. Okay, let's go. Hey, y'all remember that time that Sunday Spunday turned into some sketchy shit? Me too. Do. Moving on. Oh, it was a very nice bowl before, all hell broke loose. See if this fits in here. Less than 1/8 of an inch all the way around. I can do that. Yeah, you could probably call it fun with carbides. If you was in here about 45 minutes ago, you could have called it an epic fucking meltdown. Because old Dad lost his shit when that bowl exploded. Might want to set it on the fucking bowl you made, dumbass. I think we could turn a bowling ball, yeah. It's thick enough and I'm ballsy enough. Yep, you can make a grip on that. That could have been bad. I am just not on my fucking A game today, boys and girls. It hurts. Let's get out here. Bird's eye maple. Our purple heart cap just yeeted itself the fuck off there like the rest of the purple heart. I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Put some oil on this sumbitch. It has not been a good day. I'm going to blame it on the holidays. I've been out in this shop every damn day trying to smash out orders. But still be with the family and still try to make content for you guys. That Fireball, it was like a 2-day glue up, 3-day glue up almost. And then it exploded. Hence the reaction. Am I going to build another one? Yes. 100%. Because Mama didn't raise no bitch. And I was really digging the way that looked. All right. A little bit on the edges. Gonna have to make me some more shine juice. I is. We went from a really cool bowl, Aztec fire kind of thing, to this abstract shit. I mean, it's cool, but still. Hey Mike and everyone just got home from the golf course. Hope you all are having fun. It has been the exact opposite of a great day. I blew up a bowl, blew up a very cool bowl, and it ignited on me. But other than that, how was your day at the golf course, man? So I think we saved what we could of the project. It's kind of got like the Oriental thing with the upswept lid on it and everything like that. Not sure of a real use for it, but it's there. It's got our name in the bottom of it, so we at least got to make it look decent, right? Uh, I'm going to get inside, clean up, and finish cooking so that we can do the family get together today and all that cool stuff. We won't be giving the bowl away today. It'll probably be this coming Saturday because y'all watch the shit blow up in front of me. Other than that, please like, subscribe, consider becoming a member, all that cool stuff. Check out the other channels on here. Check out my sponsors, Got Wood. Use the code WHACKER. Check them out, turningblanks.net. Other than that, I'm going to go inside and lick my wounds. Peace. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.